Hi Virgo, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is do a read for the month of October, the first half. This is going to be a you and who. This is going to be a love reading. The who could be a friend, family member, one side of a situation or another, a person of interest, and even boyfriend, girlfriend kind of type thing too as well. Okay, so do keep that in mind. This is going to be a general read. So if you are looking for a personal read that taps into your own energies, your own personal energies, go to the Guided Intuitive up here or in my description box below. All right, so let's jump into this and see what's in store for you here. I am going to pull a card because this is a love read. We're going to focus first on self-love because we all know that it starts with moi, right? Okay, it starts with you. All right, so let's do this. We're going to pull a card on you and one clarifier for this before we jump into the main read. We're going to pull from the Divine Energy Oracle because I want to see what wants to come out for you and what you need to focus on as it pertains to your own self-love to get what it is that you want. Okay, so here it is. What is it for Virgo for the first half of October here? What is it that Virgo needs to be aware of here? What's important for them? Let's take a look at what that is. Okay, let's take a look. Here it is. Love yourself. I know it's backwards, guys, but love yourself. Okay. Wow. Could that not be more perfect, guys? I mean, I'm telling you. This is right out of the gate. Okay, so this is really, again, just focusing on making sure that you put yourself first before anyone else. Be open to love, but be open to loving yourself first is what this talks about. Okay, your communication with others is might be a little bit more, let's say, very difficult or maybe a little bit bumpy or challenging at this time in terms of loving yourself. But this is saying that you may feel that you're kind of blocked and it might leave you a little disappointed, maybe having some power struggles. But this is what this oracle card wants you to do is to really fully love, listen, and gently communicate. And know that and understand that peace will prevail. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Be patient with yourself and also with others is going to be coming into play here. Okay, practice self-love in your relationships, but the more that you love yourself, the more things are going to start to flow in your relationships too. It's always that way. Isn't that key? It's most important right now to ease up on any self-judgment that might be coming in the way, in terms of yourself. Do keep that in mind. And you really ease any sort of distress that's happening. Okay, when you cherish yourself and you're more open, you kind of become a little bit more open to the gifts of others. And I also see is that the affectionate gifts that others have to bring you. Okay, so do keep that in mind. Okay, don't overreact to any challenges that are at hand. Or differences. Everyone is doing the best that they can, but the more self-love we have, the more that will be clear in terms of our relationships and situations. Okay, so love yourself. And what does numerology want to let you know as it pertains to that? What is important for you to be aware of, in terms of that? Any sort of guidance that will help you with that? Here it is. What is it? Your environment. Okay, so this is about creating the environment, and I'm not just talking about your home and that type of thing. I'm talking about your internal environment and as well as your external environment. This is the heart chakra. That's that green color, right? So your environment, this is about loving yourself first from your own heart, so then you can turn and be able to give it to another. Okay, because it starts with you. It's so true, guys. It's a 44 card that reduces to an 8, and 8s are all about creating a change in your life to whatever. Maybe create a ritual in terms of loving yourself. Treat yourself like the empress that you are, whether you're whatever that looks like for you, or the emperor that you are. It could be some sort of self-care ritual that will be important to you in some way. But it's coming out very, very strong in terms of this, and it's really to focus on educating yourself and really you really create a beautiful footprint of the environment as well. So it could be really focusing on that for some of you, and more self-sufficient, more in control. and the more control you have over your health and what you put in the body, the more that you can and see good results, the more that you can inspire others to do the same. Okay, so that's what's coming into play. So love yourself. I love this, guys. Okay, so now we're going to jump onto the main read for you, and we're going to see what wants to come out. We're going to start with you on one side and the other person on the other. Now, you might resonate with one side more than the other. I'll just be focusing you over here, okay? All right, so where are you at right now, Virgo? Where are you at right now? Let's take a look at where you're at. 3 cards. Let's take a look. What is it? We have got the 6 of Swords. We've got the King of Swords, a lot of air energy here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, all right? And the Queen of Pentacles, earth energy, okay? So here's what it looks like. 6 of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Now, the 6 of Swords talks about a rite of passage. There's been some sort of transition, Virgo, for you in a relationship or situation. You've seen some sort of transition that you've had to make in this. And I think there's been perhaps some sort of clarity. You might be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius where they're going through a transition and they're getting the clarity. This is clarity, intellect, and having authority over like the mind. So this is clear thinking and very intellectual. So it could be someone that you're dealing with that's going through a transformation or a change from turbulent waters, to a little bit more calm. But it is saying there's been some sort of growth, okay? Some sort of growth and transition. But what that does is it led them to the, then it brings out the Queen of Pentacles. So it could be that you might be standing right here, focusing on your beauty, your security, and again, loving yourself. Doesn't she show the epitome of focusing on, that no matter what, I know that I'm going to be okay, because I've got self-worth, right? And I know that whatever happens, the only thing that I can depend on is myself and the security that I have in myself, okay? And so that's building that up. And she has the kind of that all-knowing there, right? I mean, she's down to earth and motherly, and she has influence over that, but she knows, even if she doesn't have a pentacle in her hand, she knows that she can create it because she's got that security in herself that she can do that. So this is about maybe perhaps there's been some sort of change that either you're making to get you to this point, or perhaps you're dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy that has gone through a transition and you're focused on your stability. For some of you, it's the case. That's what I see. I'm going to clarify what is this 6 of Swords. And the 6s are about growth, right? So, yeah, 6s are about some sort of growth of a transition that you've gone through, okay? Chariot. Yeah, it's like after this transition and moving forward, then I get the Chariot card. Wow, this is beautiful. And this is all about Cancer, energy. So this is about putting oneself in the driver's seat to be able to now move forward. To be able to take action is going to be very key. Major Arcana card, Major Arcana. So this is really beautiful. It's having it's moving forward spiritually, balancing the light and dark as well. Anything else for this person in terms of you, in terms of where you're at right now? But yeah, I think you're kind of getting back on the horse and getting the swing of things, and then moving forward. Some of you might be getting a new car. Okay, you are, I don't know. The other person could be the case there too. But it's about balancing energy and moving forward. Visualization. This is about moving forward and visualizing what it is that you want and achieving it. This is a visualization for achievement here. So where you're at right now is really focusing on the highest possible outcome in a situation, okay? And that's what I see here. This is experiencing the feelings, coloring the details, what it looks like, who you'd be with, what it feels like, all of that great stuff. So it's really getting forth what that visualization is, and to actually achieve that highest possible outcome. And that's what you're doing right now. Anything else for you right now? Serenity, okay? This is about taking care of yourself. Again, remember we talked about the environment? Well, this card talks specifically about that, creating a positive environment, okay? Serenity, whatever is going to get you to that serenity point. So this was really important for some of you guys. So what helps you with serenity, guys? Is it music? Is it getting outside in nature? What is it that really creates that synergy and that synergy to serenity, okay? And that's about, balancing the chakra energies. So it could be about clearing the chakras out for some of you, and clearing the space to create a very positive, loving environment, okay? Very, very key, very important. So that's where you're at right now. Let's take a look at this other person on the other side and take a look at where they're at, okay? Let's take a look at where that came out. So we've got the Knight of Swords, okay? Moving passionately towards something. Again, could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius over here. It's coming out, Knight of Swords, moving very passionately, okay? All about motion, right? All about motion, yeah. Keep in mind, they might go too fast, so just have them slow down a little bit, okay? Slow down. Could be a little hasty, okay, for this person on this side. What else? I get the Four of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay, type energy. And then what is the last card we get here? Here it is. Justice. Okay, interesting. So we've got the Knight of Swords, Four of Cups, and then we've got Justice. So again, moving forward very passionately, just be careful for this other person because they can move forward too hastily and be a little bit more opinionated. But what I feel this other person is doing is they want to move forward with passion as it pertains to love. And what it is, what they want to do, they got cups here, right? So it could be dealing with the Libra as well. But what I also feel too is that this is the Four of Cups, three of which are spilt and one's that's left over. And you see her daydreaming off in the distance. She's not even looking at either side. She's not looking at the cup she's got full. She's not even looking at the spilled cups. It's kind of like she's off in a daydream. And so this person here, I think, is moving forward with what moves them and how their emotions are moving them. And then, of course, the Justice card, which is, all about Libra energy and putting balance in a relationship or situation. So this is about them achieving balance, not moving too fast and not moving too slow, but moving forward just right, okay? So that's what this person is kind of getting the bearings straight a little bit is what I feel here, okay? Anything else that wants to come through for this other person and where they're at right now, okay? Where are they at? Challenge. So there has been some sort of delay, but this delay has actually been a positive thing. It's actually been a beneficial thing for this person. So any sort of delay in this process is just helping them to revise and rethink again to get the balance, okay, in the relationship or situation. Here. So it's about them following the signs of guidance and kind of testing before they just run and do something completely. Like I said, it's got one going super fast and the other one kind of not moving so much at all. Stability of the Four of Cups staying where they're at. And then now looking to balance that out. Okay, so it's about any sort of challenge along the way to make this happen and more find the equilibrium is a positive thing coming through. It's very beneficial, okay? It's going to help them, really rethink and handle things a lot better. And then I get in the flow state, okay? So this is about them focusing on a higher frequency, feeding themselves like a fountain of water. Who got this too? Libra got this too, okay? But this is all about, and it's funny because there's Libra in here, but this is about, when a skill meets a challenge and it comes together and it's being in the flow, okay? So it's to reach this point to where your serenity on your side and the flow state on this person can kind of come into some sort of divine timing of some sort is what I feel. So how can you improve this relationship or situation, Virgo? How can you improve the relationship or situation? Let's take a look at what that is. What do we have? We've got the Nine of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Five of Wands, okay? So the Nine of Swords is how you can improve the relationship is letting go of the past. This is about Nine of Swords. This is about Gemini, Libra, Aquarius type energy. This is about coming to fruition. This is all about some sort of anxiety, depression, despair, and it's getting out of this is what I feel. And then balancing things out. It's kind of like a give and take. This is generosity. This is a Six of Pentacles. Six is having a birth of balancing that out. Kind of like this other person had to balance things out with their Four Cups between rushing and not moving. It's kind of like, well, here's where you're at here. And then this is about, okay, let's get a balance of that. Let's get a balance of of conflict and despair and find out what it is that we need to do to create some sort of positive synergy of give and take here. Okay, so there's no conflict and there's no kind of feeling, some sort of anxiety, depression, or despair. What's going to help you in this process? What does the surrender cards want you to know? What's going to be important for you to know here in terms of how to move this situation forward? Surrender to setting limits. Okay, so it's healthy to have boundaries in relationships, and that's it. Basically, what this talks about, and really practice, putting those boundaries in place. It also is a reminder to let you know that no is, an answer. No is a boundary, and no is a complete sentence. So, surrender to setting limits in a relationship or situation. I can compromise on this, but this is a no-go. Okay, so being able to know that, and it goes back into your emotional literacy on what your moral compass is for you, and finding that. If you need help with that, definitely go to book a discovery session up here, because that is actually I can make some recommendations, for you there. But that's what seems to be coming through here. It's about surrendering to limits. No is a complete sentence, and to do keep that in mind. So you're all up for the give and take in here, right? To create that symbiotic energy, to be in the flow, for you to have serenity, for them to be in the flow. There's going to be challenges along the way, but that's just an opportunity to put up these healthy boundaries. Okay, so that's what's going to help moving forward. This other person, what's going to help them and improve the relationship or situation moving forward. What does that look like? Let's take a look at what that is. Let's take a look. What do we have? Where it is? I'm going to take it. I got the tower. This is probably a good thing. That's why we got challenge, okay? So something needs to be brought down so it can be brought back up, okay? What do we have? Beautiful. Okay, so we have got the Tower card, the King of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So something has got to start from a brand new beginning. This is an ending of some sort. So the Tower is an unavoidable force. This is ruled by Mars. So this is about, this is coming to a 10, it's coming to the ending of that, okay? And then it is about getting the King of Wands. This is all about that fire energy. This is about having authority. This is all about, being that visionary and that entrepreneur. That other person might have this, but this is calling upon that strength within them to move forward, okay? The King of Wands is calling upon that Leo energy within oneself, and having authority over their vision and what they'd like to see happen. And so something's come to an end, so now they're creating a courageous new beginning, and this is about them living in their own truth and going to the beat of their own drum. So that visionary entrepreneur having the courage to do that could be for a brand new beginning. This is about motion. This is about, moving forward very, very fast. So the Knight of Wands is all about, that exuberance and that vibrancy, right? It's all about that, okay? Going to the one's beat of their own drum. So this person now, because the Tower went down, is now being forced to be who it is that they really are, if they were even covering anything up. What does that look like for this person? Let's take a look at what that is. Let's just take a look. What does that look like? Yeah, they have to go through some sort of they're going through some sort of time out with this Tower, okay? This allows them, so 37 card reduces to a 10. These are both 10 cards, so Tower timeout, okay? Necessary, okay? So we talked about that there's going to be challenges before this actually moves into some sort of flow state for them over here. So what is that timeout for? What is that going to help them with? Let's just take a look at what wants to come out. Let's take a look. Take a look. What is it here? What do they have? Surrendering to stress. This is letting that stress go and really letting this person come back to their own center. So that's what the timeout was for. That Tower is to surrender, to get rid of the stress and focus on really having some few deep breaths and to build up, to get rid of any sort of deep embedded tension in this person's body. So surrender to stress. And then also to surrender to unhealthy relationships. So something happened on this person's side that wasn't healthy. Maybe they were in a situation or in a relationship that just wasn't healthy. And this is about let going of that don't, let going of situations that don't deserve you, that are, that have toxic people in that, because that is going to bring upon stress, right? This person is talking about that they deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. And there's something that they need to get rid of in their life that is going to be important for them to do here. And the best way for them to move forward in the relationship is to surrender perhaps to it and then focus on what it is that they really want. Okay. A new desired reality is already happening for this person. So now it's manifested. So now they're manifesting what it is that they want and bringing it into their life. And astrology is going to give them the edge in this. Okay, so nice modern day astrology. You gotta love it. This is all about. It's already present in this person's life. So it's whatever love that they've manifested. You see two clouds of hearts here. It's manifested. Okay, so that's what's coming through here. It's a vibrational alignment is coming into play. That's why the tower had to come down, and that's why the challenges were set there for a reason. So it's all about coming into play here. Okay, where are we at with timing? Okay, so bottom line, how do they feel about you? How do they feel about you? Let's take a look at what that is, Virgo. How do they feel about you? Let's take a look. What is it? What do they want? How do they feel about you? They want you to free yourself. They want you to take back control of the life of who you are. They want you to free yourself. What is else? How do they feel about it? They feel that you've got a lot of chemistry together, that there's a very strong romantic attraction between both of you. There's no doubt about that. Anything else? It's also about trust. The situation is calling for you to trust. So maybe that there is an issue with trust. How do you feel about them? How do you feel about them? This is about having heart-to-heart conversations. You want to have an honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And that's what's coming into place. So some sort of heart-to-heart discussion is going to be important. And remember that divine timing? Here it is. It's divine timing. You guys are actually ending something, starting anew, serenity, and then in the flow. You know, unhealthy relationships, creating healthy boundaries. So so that's what's coming into play. Heart-to-heart conversations and worth waiting for, right? Divine timing. So that's how you feel it's divine timing. It's worth waiting for, and you want to give this relationship a chance. It's about working on your partnership here. That's going to be super, super key. And anything else that you need to know about them, anything else you need to know about them, they want to tell you so many things. So just note that they do. That's what's coming into play. And at that moment, they just didn't care previously. So just so you know kind of what it was kind of in the shadows, they feel that you're very easy to see through. They see you. Okay, so if you don't think that they see you, they definitely see you. Okay. That's the big thing, and it was something that they just couldn't tell you face to face. So maybe that they were having to end something before they needed to come forward to you, or in some way, shape, or form. What is your best advice moving forward, Taurus, in love as it pertains to the love oracles? What is it that they want to let you know? What does the love oracle want to let you know? What does the love oracle want you to know? What's important for Virgo to know? Okay, here it is. What is it? New beginning, a new adventure awaits. Embrace it and love and live your dreams passionately. Libra got this as well. You guys might be dealing with a Libra. Note your comments below. Okay, guys? Yeah, it's a brand new beginning. See, things had to shift and kind of sort itself out. So this is beautiful, guys. New beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. Okay? All right, note your comments below, guys. Let me know how it resonates with you. Drop your girl a like. Subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And until then, namaste.